G'day guys, and welcome to the channel. A bit of an update on Bathurst 85. It is a bit of a mission. I've done a fair bit of work around the pits, and I've added a couple of little buildings. They're not 100% perfect, but they're pretty good. The toilets are actually out of my lakeside. And these two buildings I've scratch built. They're the only ones. I can't find any photos of the pits when they're empty. What I have done, I've started to put in road mesh here. I think it's concrete, but anyway, we'll work that out. The pits are concrete in behind here. I haven't done that yet, but I will get that done. What else? I've adjusted the heights of the buildings here. Actually, we'll just unhide. Where are we? Time. Undo all those. So yeah, there's the timekeeper, and I've adjusted all the mesh here. It's not perfect, but thing is, where do you stop? You know, you find a little bit, find a little bit, find a little bit. So I've added more fence here. I actually found a video of Alan Moffat road testing one of the race cars, and he drives straight in here, and that's how it looks. Starts off bitumen, turns to dirt. What is that? No idea what that is. I've got the Avis sign and the little hut there. Working away, getting some of the roads to the houses done. I've also adjusted just little bits here. Try and tidy it up a little bit. I've added a few more bits of tie wall around the top of the mountain, as per the real thing. So what I'll do, we'll just go in. It's easier to have a look in here. And as you'll see, I've got a whole lot of LEDs I've got to adjust. So I will do that. SSR, what the hell is that? No idea what that is. So here we are. Just go a quick lap around the track. I've started to put new logos here. Had to make this one was sort of difficult because Spartan auto finishes don't exist with this logo anymore. So I found some old photos on eBay and that worked. We've got a little hut. That's way oversaturated, but we'll fix that up later. I've got the hut there. There's no shaders. This is just a straight T1 at the moment until I get that sorted out. I'll worry about that later. Where are we? Zooming along here. The driveway into here I rebuilt because I found some video footage which shows that this white fence stops, and this is the old fence here. This continues right down here. All these trees are gone, all sorts of stuff happening, but this is pretty close to how it was in 85. Not perfect, but it will do. I've got this gate, looks a bit wonky, but that's getting there. I've got Sayuri's Orchard, which I'll sort out with a bit more variation in the trees. They're all the same at the moment. I think this is pretty close to how it looks. I have to put a road here and a house and a few other bits here. This sign, where are we? Back. This sign's wrong. I've got to put rust on the beams and retexture the back of the thing there, but that'll come. These will be redone. They're not accurate. This section up here I'm pretty happy with. It's come along well. That tree's wrong. This is looking better than it was. So I've got the Coke sign. These are the pine trees, and I've redone all the grass around here. I think there's still a hole. No, I got rid of it. There was a hole. I fixed that. Just a pretty basic fence around here. I can't find decent photos of what it looked like. The entrance to the tower, which is, I think it's a TV tower. God, that's steep. So the TV tower, I think, looks something like that. I think that's what that building looked like. I've got no idea what here looks like, but it is good enough. This needs to be all done here. This whole section here I need to redo because it's two parts of road surface there. I've retextured this wall because it was incorrect. What else have we done? Oh, this is a bit messy. It's still a bit messy down through here. Whoops. Down through here. This section here I'm pretty happy with. That's come up well. And we've got the cafe. And this fence here is just a 2D fence at the moment. I will leave that, but I will put a 3D fence there later. This section of tie wall, slow down, bit bodgy looking, but I might just put some grass around it just to cover it up. But that's pretty good. That's fairly accurate as to how the track was. That's the cafe. I don't know what's in here. I'll have to figure that out, but we will get that sorted out a little bit. The Castrol Tower, I think we've looked at this before. It's pretty darn good, actually. Not sure how the back was. I don't know if there was another door down here. But it will do well. No one's actually going to climb up into that. What else is coming along pretty good? Down through the dipper, I've done reprofiled here, reprofiled the texture, the grass. It's come along pretty well. Got new fences. We've got here. Oh, also, hang on, go back. This is a fence made up of old railway track. I don't know if it's there anymore, but I've got photos of it with people leaning all over it from 85, so that's pretty good. This is accurate. This section here is accurate. Coming down here, this cutting part here is not finished yet. As you can see, there's difference in the colours and all that sort of stuff. Got a fence up there which is semi-accurate. Now down into here, a lot of this area, that section's wrong. The tie walls are okay, but they're just pretty bodgy looking because they're like packs of 4, so I've got to fix all those up. And there's some pretty sturdy steel fencing behind there, which it's still there. So this was put back in the 80s. The Valvoline sign's too low. This section's alright now, looking good. There's the Bathurst Light Car Club. I'll fix that up and get that up and running. I've got a big hole there because I haven't done the road. No idea if that house is right, but it will do. These are sort of okay. I might change some of those. I've added some trees in here because it's actually really thick, including that yellow pine which was there. I've started to work on some of the driveways. These are a line of pines which were there. It's good enough. All through here will be smaller trees and bush and stuff like that. Those two pine trees are correct. Those pine trees are correct. We've got poplar trees. These trees are correct, but they're too red. Need to take a bit more out. These post boxes and wheels, I did borrow them from another version of Bathurst. Change them a bit. Oh yeah, this fence. Not 100% sure, but I had a look. There's a shot where Dick Johnson's going down there, and they have the camera pan to the left, and I think that's fairly close to what it looks like. These bushes here, shrubs, whatever, probably need to make them a little bit bigger, but we're slowly getting there. This house, I rebuilt most of that. It was another model, but it's nothing like the original. It's green because the original house was green. Coming down here, we've seen the drive-in. It's looking good. This house is a bit of a strange one. It disappeared sometime in '85. I don't know if it was there for the race, but I'm putting it there because, well, it was someone's house at one stage and they demolished it to put the chase in, would you believe? I've got a pretty bad looking hedge, but that will do. Now this section here, will just come up. There's a dam there and a creek meanders down through there and joins up with this other creek. So I will eventually put a little creek in there. That tree's floating. It shouldn't be floating. That's a willow tree. Some of these are out of Longford, and I've contacted Wuchu in the past, and I'm hoping I can still use some of his objects because I need some. Because one, they're Australian, like that house. He knows I've got that. And I borrowed his willow tree because it just looks good. But all this will be referenced and so on. I've got that looking good. We'll end up with some flagmen there. This section of the track is... it's okay. It's not perfect. This section, I had to rebuild all this here to fit with how it was in '85. And of course 85 was the first year where they put the new pit entrance in. We've got those signs there correct. All the sponsors are correct. A little bit oversaturated, but I'll sort that out later. Where we come into the pits, I've redone all this section here, so we've got the better brakes. Can see here I've got some of the specular highlights there. This is just a T1, and I've got to sort that out. Where are we? Dunlop, that is from Queensland Raceway. That's pretty close. That building is as close as I can get from one single photo I have of it. The toilets I made out of Lakeside, and they're the same poo brown colour as the grandstand. As you can see, we've got all these Dunlop signs here, so I've got to redo all that. But I'll show you a hot lap in a minute, and the pits start from here now. So we drive down here, which is what they did in the real race, turn here, come out here, and go here. Now, the pit straight has speed humps, which I haven't put in yet. I will do that. And this line here is actually, we're going to have a 40 km/h speed limit, which is not accurate, but the reason I'm doing 40k speed limit is because on exiting the pits, the AI get very upset coming through there at 80 km/h. So it'll be 40 km/h, and that will do. What else? Got to fix that. This is the same fence. It's up on top of the hill. I think that's gone now. We've seen this. That is out of another version of Bathurst, but I've actually got it how it looks in 1985. This is pretty well correct because it was empty under there. They just put all sorts of crap in there for the track. Flag poles will have flags on them, which I have to learn how to animate flags, but we'll get there. So I think I'm almost ready to release it as a beta, simply because where do I stop? Like, I see a bit, and I keep working on it, and it'll never get released. So I've just got a few things to do, and I will release it hopefully before the end of the month as a beta. But anyway, long chat, I know, but I'm just going to get the little skip barber beastie in, and we will do a lap and show you how things are going. Okay, so here we are. We'll get rid of that and get rid of that. Now we go. There's a bug when it has automatic pit lane, it will drive straight through and leave, which I don't know how to fix, but here we are. So this is AI. So it's kind of cool. We've got 40 cars at the moment. This is where it gets a bit confused. Oh, not too bad. Still not perfect. There's a gap halfway through the corner. It does something, so maybe someone out there can help me sort out how to get the pit lane working better than it does. But at the moment, it does exactly what I want it to do. I'll put a line for the So the AI is not bad on the track. They actually race well together. So pretty happy with where it's at the moment. So what I may end up doing, I might do that today or tomorrow, is export it as a package and give it a go in the real game, just to see how it looks, how it works. I'll re-export everything to lower the LODs and see how we go. But that is pretty well it for this moment. So the date is what, the 24th of the 1st. I'm going to really try towards the end of the month, maybe even earlier, to let it go as a beta. It'll be beta 0.1 or something like that. Lots to do, lots to refine. Some of the textures, I'm still using the older rFactor 2 textures because I'm comfortable using those, and having a look at all the PBR stuff, it looks to me like a bit of a mission. At this stage, I'm not going to do it. Maybe someone might want to have a go at doing it, but we'll see how that goes. But I think I'm up to well over 1,000 hours into this now. Considering technically I started on this track back in 2009 and gave up many times, but now I want to finish it, and all I'll be doing with track building and stuff now will be just maintenance and updating some of the tracks, particularly Queensland Raceway. I'm going to get that updated to how it is now. They've done quite a significant amount of changes there, so I'll go out and take photos and update that, but that will be later in the year. I want to get Bathurst up and running as quick as I can. Anyway, thanks for watching. Long video, I know, but we're getting closer to release, so that's cool. Okay, have a great day, and we will catch you later.